Oh yeah, I know that theme music, baby. Yellowstone season 5 is here. Today we're back on the third eye. It's been a little bit. Got to go watch the Black Panther this week. I'm going to watch Black Panther tonight, so I'll have the review on that later this week. But tonight we're just going to talk a little bit of Yellowstone, the first episode, what I expect from season 5, and I think it's going to be a fire one. So for all you Yellowstone fans, we can get a little quick review here and tune in. It'll be a weekly thing, especially with the episodes dropping. But that 2-hour premiere is a lot to talk about. It's going to be a political season, but a lot's going downhill with the land and all that. Like John stressing, Casey stressing. There's a lot going on, man. So let's dive right into it. Yeah, if you know how season 4 ended and capped off, it was it's a season that John knew he had to get some things done so people wouldn't affect his land. The Indians are trying to, work with the New Yorkers to get the runway done to the airport or whatever, and John's just not having that, especially the state of Montana. It's a country state there, so he don't want nothing like that going on there. So I definitely get what John is doing there. If anybody had a ranch style like that, anybody, people down here, or they take pride in their land and stuff. So if someone's trying to affect that, you're definitely gonna do anything to keep people off of that, especially with times now and later in life. If times came to crucial times where everyone needed their own things, I feel like land would be the biggest part. So why would you have anybody trying to take hold of that, especially generations and years, passed on? So you just want to keep something like that alive. And John Dutton's big with that, especially with this ranch and stuff, and the people that are branded into the Yellowstone. Watching that through seasons 1 through 4. So you kind of just get that off the rip that he has that forever Dutton name instilled into the ranch, and that's what he wants to keep it to be. And no one is going to affect that, and he'll do whatever he has to do to keep that in the family. Casey, I feel like he's getting a little better, after mentally this season, after doing the ritual stuff with the Indians and saying that he saw the end of them, and what happened towards the first part of the season opener, with his wife and things. That was sad to see, and I feel like she's always been going through some stuff, things that they have to battle uphill through as a family. Casey and his wife, just moving off the ranch and things, but I feel like she's trying to get back connected with the ranch, because when they're tighter as a family, things are better. And it just always seems like something is going wrong, and Casey and John are never in the same spot. So I feel like they just need to be closer together as a whole. And I feel like, John was feeling that big time, especially, with all the meetings and things he don't want to do as a governor, but he has to do, so he misses time away from the family, horseback riding or whatever. So that's the small things that you see taking on John this season. I feel like it's going to play a bigger part in the later season, as you saw the preview to like how the whole season is going to turn out. Rip, I feel like he's doing all right. He just always has to deal with the big things, man. That wolf situation was crazy. I feel like later in the season, that's going to be a big part that might come back to bite them. The ranch has people in their pockets, like government and stuff, the livestock police or whatever. They got them guys in their pocket, but the guy that caught Rip killing the bear, he really didn't know about that situation. So the way they handled the wolves and all that is crazy. And seeing how Rip just gave that last look to it and how that episode ended, I feel like that would definitely bite them in the tail towards the tail end of the season, especially like wolves and things. That's a big part of the Indian culture and stuff. Cherokee Indians and all that. So I feel like the Indians are gonna come across that and take it back to John, because that obviously runs probably to the tail end of his land. So unless they get rid of the bodies quickly, I think they can come back and get them. But it's obviously the way they tried stashing it, the wolves were killed and stuff. So it's just gonna be a lot of stuff there. I just hate that for Rip, because I feel like he's just trying to be a good man at times, but always gets pulled into the wrong things, and that's just life, especially with being a ranch life and stuff. Coyotes and wolves, that stuff happens. So when you're hunting with thermals, I mean, that situation can happen to anybody. So it's just stuff that you got to think about, but can come back and get you. Like killing that wolf can be 10 years in jail, and Rip can't afford that. Neither can none of the ranchers. So that was a big situation that they had to deal with early on. In to kick off the season. So Jamie, I feel like he's just I feel like he's gonna play a role with the woman that came into town after, John signed the petition. John signed the motion to cancel the funding for the airport, and the rezoning got canceled. So she can just read that Jamie wasn't happy, and I feel like Jamie's gonna cross back and double back on John, and Beth's not liking him, but Beth has that higher end on him right now from what he did a season ago. So that's tough, and he just kind of has to walk that line. But I know no one likes him, but I just feel bad for him, man, because he did screw up. He really did screw up. So he has to walk that tight line with Beth and all that. But I feel like he just wants that governor power too, and he can't really see John doing that because John isn't his real dad. And I feel like if there's something to counter that, he will do it. So I think that'll play out later in the season. I don't know about Beth. Beth is just really, she's just high maintenance. So I feel like, I see her like if Jamie gets off hand, like killing Jamie and getting herself into some things, but she's got to realize that she's Secretary of State, bigger things for John. So she really can't, she's got to hold herself together because she is high maintenance, man. Like, she might say the wrong thing. Someone calls some stuff as we've seen in seasons before. And you never know with Beth. Like, she might rub someone the wrong way. Just feel like there's a lot there. Beth has to watch her cool. Dutton family's going under a lot, with people. Everybody just wants part of that ranch at the end of the day. So that's why Yellowstone's a good thing. Power, I wouldn't say is everything, but when you have something, people want a part of that. So that's why I love Yellowstone. And we're gonna talk about each episode, break it down. And if you're not caught up, get caught up. Start from season 1. It starts long, but man, it is worth the hold. People been trying to compare it to Breaking Bad. Not Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, like the storyline. I definitely get it from like an aspect of things, but like in the dialogue situation, like, Jax had the dialogue with Tara and his mom, and then with the MC, and that was different. And, John, throughout different seasons, we see Casey and his wife, and Casey and his dad, and Casey and the ranchers, and now we see John and the state, and John and the family, and John in other situations. So it's I definitely get the dialogue part of Sons of Anarchy, but they're two different sides of things. I feel like you can relate more to the Yellowstone lifestyle rather than the MC lifestyle of killing people and making gun deals and all that. It's just high maintenance. But I feel like a lot more people can relate to the Yellowstone lifestyle. That's why people love it, man. It's just a great show, and Kevin Costner does great. I feel like he does awesome as a role. I've always seen him in like a good role, like a father role, but like a country role. I feel like it's this Yellowstone role hits him great, man. And I love the show. So make sure you tune in. Paramount Plus weekly on Sundays. If I had to give it out of 5 stars, I would give it 5 stars. So make sure you tune into that. Third Eye Review. We watch everything fire. So if it's been fire, it's been watched. Again, I'm going to see Black Panther tonight. I'll see Black Adam sometime this week, and we'll have the reviews later on that this week as well. Mario's coming up. I can't wait for Avatar. There's a lot of stuff out, man, and I'll be dropping some posts on what to watch on Third Eye Review. So make sure you tune in on Instagram on like what to watch this month. I'll drop like some Christmas specials coming out next month, but like some good TV shows and stuff to watch to keep you going by on the time. I'm gonna do different platforms, like probably what to watch on Amazon, Paramount, different stuff, because I got all the streams. You got to have it being a movie guy. So yeah, make sure you tune in to the Third Eye for all of your movie needs, because I got it, man. Straight from the barn, and we're out, baby.